functions. Functions में we have three types of functions. One that I had asked you all to go through. That is built-in. Rather, I'll not make it three types. I'll make it two types only. Built-in, and second is user-defined. ठीक है, थर्ड भी डाल देता हूं, चलो. Functions in modules. Okay. So built-in में मतलब क्या होता है? Built-in means already existing in Python. इसके एग्जाम्पल क्या क्या है? What are the examples? len, ठीक है, id, int, input, etc. Okay. What are the examples here? Functions of math module जिसमें import लिखते हो, wherever you write import. Wherever you import standard libraries like math, okay, math, और कौन सा हो गया, रैंडम, एक्सेट्रा. इसके एग्जाम्पल क्या हो जाएंगे? math.pow, ठीक है. Of course they will be having arguments. Random.randrange, etc. Okay. User defined में these are the functions that user create as per their own requirement. ठीक है, नॉट ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्टिंग मतलब ये पहले से नहीं होता है, हम लोग इसको क्रिएट करते हैं. पीपल क्रिएट इन देयर प्रोग्राम्स, ओके, सो दैट दे कैन यूज. अब ये क्यों क्रिएट करते हैं, व्हाई डू वी डू इट, वो सब हम लोग देखेंगे. पर these are basically three types of functions. These are already existing functions जिसके पहले math dot या कुछ नहीं लिखना पड़ता है. ठीक है, they are some जिसमें import use करके then you use math dot pow, random dot randrange. These are the functions defined in certain modules already existing like random module, math module, इस तरह में. And then the functions that you create for your own specific purpose and requirement. ठीक है, right. So ये three types हैं. ये क्लियर है? आगे बढ़े एवरीवन. लेट मी नो. क्या हो गया? Why is everyone so dull today? Okay. Now coming to user defined functions. Here, like I had said, कि go through class 11 वाले series से. Class 11 से 74 to 78 कर लेना है for these two, for this and this. ठीक है? तो hopefully all of you have done. Okay. You had some other class also today, Anand? Anand, you there?
Yes, sir.
You had some other class also today.
No, sir.
Sure. User defined functions. ठीक है. So user defined functions में क्या क्या होता है? First of all, we'll see how why to create functions, why to create your own functions, or why to create user defined functions. Okay, take it. For example, suppose I tell you write a program to print the table of a number. A table of a number नहीं, table of 5, 10 and 15. Okay, 5, 10, 15 इस तरह करके टेबल लिखना है तुम्हें. Right. So what will you do? Let's say you don't have any idea of function. So what is the normal method? You will first print the table of 5, then table of 10, and then table of 15. Okay. So ordinary approach. First table of 5 we will print. So we'll write for I in a range. Table means first 10 multiples. So 1 to 11. I will vary from 1 to 10. And then you will print what? I multiplied by 5. Then you will print for I in range. This will print the table of 5. Then you will print the table of 10. Okay. Print I multiplied by 10. Then you will print the table of 15. चलो बताओ, ये ऑर्डिनरी अप्रोच क्लियर है, जिसमें कुछ है नहीं, बट लेट मी नो. अजय, कीर्तना एंड शशांक,
क्लियर सर.
क्लियर है? गुड. प्रियंका, How we are printing, this is table of 5, this is table of 10, this is table of 15. पहले table of 5 print होगा, then table of 10 will be printed, then table of 15 will be printed. Is it fine? Okay. Okay. अच्छा, for some reason I was not, my chat was not refreshing, so इसलिए मैं answers का wait कर रहा था. I can see. I'm sorry. Okay. Now this is ordinary approach. Now what we will do is intelligent approach, मतलब using functions. तो अब इसमें मान लो क्या है, ये तो टेबल ऑफ 5, 10 एंड 15 हमने लिखा है. लेट्स से कि अगर मैं इसको कंटिन्यू करता जाऊं, 15 के बाद 25 या 17, 25, 125, 2020, तो ऐसा कुछ करके फिर यू विल कीप ऑन राइटिंग. पहले 5, 10, वट एवर नंबर इज देयर, एंड यू विल सी दैट अननेसेसरली फॉर द सेम नेचर ऑफ वर्क यू आर डूइंग ऑलमोस्ट सिमिलर थिंग. बस यहाँ पे 5 चेंज हो जाना है, यहाँ 10 बदल जाना है, दिस ईयर 15 विल चेंज, समथिंग लाइक दैट. इट विल कीप ऑन repeating. The same type of code will keep on repeating, and you will end up wasting a lot of time for the same similar nature of work. So an intelligent or standard approach is using functions. उसमें हम लोग क्या करते हैं, using a keyword that is def, what we will do is, first of all we will write the program for table of any number. ठीक है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे क्या है, only 5, 10 and 15 is changing. So in general we will write a code for table of any number. Let's say the number is n. So अगर if I ask you to write the table of any number in general program, so write a generic code for that, okay, which will work on a table of any number. Okay, so let's say we'll write that. For I in range 1 to 11. So we have seen that for any number in general, table will be the same structure. Only thing is, every time you get a new value of I varying from 1 to 10, you will generate that multiple by multiplying that current value of I with the number for which you are to find the first 10 multiples, that is the table, right? So ये तुम्हारा program है, इसी को you are repeating for different numbers, for first time for 5, for second time for 10, n is varying, okay, and third time for 15, maybe और भी कुछ number होता तो, then again you will repeat the same code with different value of n. So write the generic program for the table, and then what you do is give it a name. So I will write a generic code and will give a name to that code, okay, which will identify the that particular code. So let's say, how will you label or name that code? Using the def keyword. एक def लिखेंगे ऊपर में. Let's say I want to give the table a name. Let's say I'll give it the name as table itself. Table itself. Okay. And what will happen is, now why I have given the name? I have given the name so that whenever I have to do this type of task, I will simply call this, I will activate this piece of code associated with this name. So every time you have to do something like this, okay, I'll simply mention this name. And the moment I mention the name, this piece of code, whatever is written after colon in the body of this def, will be executed automatically. So instead of writing these lines of codes again and again, I'll simply take the name कि चलो ये start हो जाओ तो वो start हो जाएगा. Okay, so you will, that's a mechanism of naming that particular piece of code mentioned within the block of def. So next time, if I have to print the table of 5, I'll not write the entire code. I'll simply say कि okay, some time back I have created I have given a name for a set of codes or set of lines, which is known as, and that name is known as table. So I'll say table. I want to print the table of 5. So I'll say कि this piece of code specified in the block should run with the value 5. And if you have calling this particular piece of code to operate with this value, then within this piece of code, this value should reach. Okay, so what we will do is, while defining the name or associating this piece of code with a name, if we have to pass one value so that on that particular value, the operation will be done within the body for whatever generic piece of code you have written. If that value you have to operate on that particular value if you have to pass from outside, so you will collect. Okay, you will collect in a variable, okay, defined by you. If I have written n, you can write anything, x, abc, pqr, anything. Okay, but remember that the value which you have called, okay, so here, for example, what you are doing, you are saying कि at some point of time above, I have defined a set of lines and have labeled it as table. उस set of lines को मैंने table का नाम दे दिया है. I have defined a name to it, to that set of lines which is declared in the body. So that set of lines should execute whenever I take a name of the associated with that set of lines. So that set of line is associated with the name table. So the moment I say table, whatever is written inside the body after the colon will start executing. Okay, but also I have said कि run that set of code, and in that set of code use value 5 for 5 wherever processing is required. ठीक है, तो अगर तुमने टेबल को बोला है कि उस सेट ऑफ कोड को 5 वैल्यू के साथ चलना है, इफ दैट सेट ऑफ कोड शुड रन विद द वैल्यू 5, यू हैव टू पास दैट वैल्यू 5 व्हेन कॉलिंग दैट नेम. ओके, सो अगर हम एक वैल्यू पास कर रहे हैं, तो दैट टेबल शुड आल्सो कैच वन वैल्यू, सो दैट दैट पर्टिकुलर वैल्यू विल बी यूज्ड अप इन द बॉडी, ओके, व्हेन दैट नेम इज कॉल्ड एवर. ठीक है, सो यहां पे हमने 5 किया, तो ये क्या करेगा, द मोमेंट आई टेक द नेम टेबल, it will start it along with a value passed to that. Okay, so this value 1 you are throwing here to operate in the block, so this value 1 will be caught in the variable you have specified in the bracket or the parenthesis. So n will get the value 5. The moment after that, it will get inside and will start executing the code associated with this name defined as table along with the value 5 passed to it in, which is now residing in n. It will get inside and will start executing this piece of code again and again, the loop for the 10 times with the value of n, which is passed to it as 5 from outside while you're calling. Okay, so done. Next time, let's say if you have to print the table of 10, so what you will do, you will simply call table. You will say, okay, now again run that same piece of code with the value 10. Done. Again, you will say once table of 5 is printed, then next line it will go and then it will print, it will run the same set of code with the value of n changed to 10 now. So this set of code will run with the value of n changed to 10. Okay, now remember one thing, till the time this set of code is run for this value, your program execution won't go to the next line. Okay, so till the time you run this set of code with the value 5, that is the last line of this block is executed, whatever is labeled as table, till the time your program won't go and execute next statement. So it will keep on executing this. The moment it is done for the last line of the this block terminates, then only it will go to the next line and then will start the same piece of code which is named as 10 with the value 10 passed to it. Then it will again, once it is done, now let's say you have to print table of 15. So you'll simply write table 15. Okay, फिर किसी ने बोल दिया कि table 125 का print करो, तो just write, keep on writing table 125. फिर कोई बोल दिया table 23 का print करो, just simply write, or 2023 का, तो write 2023. Is this approach, has this approach not made it a much simpler task? Okay, I have defined one generic activity and I have given a name to that generic activity, and once I have given the name to that generic activity, I am doing that activity with a value, specific value passed to it every time. Okay, the same activity, generic activity will be performed with a specific value. Once that is done, I'll perform that activity again with another value. तो इस तरह करके हम लोग करते जाएंगे. So are you getting a feel of how this using functions approach is advantageous over this approach of ordinary approach, wherein you will keep on repeating the same set of code for all the values again and again, and this will unnecessarily increase the length of the program, make it tiring, time consuming, wastage, etc. ये बताओ कि which one do you think is better, this one or this one? Analyze करो and let me know. Okay. So you can let me know, everyone. Okay. ठीक है. Using functions. Very good. Now, this is we have understood. एक और केस ले लेते हैं. User defined functions. Very good. चलो, लगता है सब लोग समझ गए हैं कि how this is useful. Okay. So we have to print, say, 20-30 tables. Can we take user input and call the? Very good. बहुत अच्छा एनालिसिस किया है तुमने कीर्तना. I'm impressed. देखो, what she is maybe she is trying to say is, let's say कि you have to, she is intending, मतलब कुछ ऐसा बोल रही हो. For example, a question ले लो. Except okay. हाँ, that is correct. देखो, उसको थोड़ा बेटर वे में मैं करता हूँ. प्रशांत, you are going there in the correct path. तो देख लो. Except 5 numbers और 5 क्या, इसको 20 numbers कर दो. 20 numbers, 20 different natural numbers from the user and print the table of each. And print the table of each. तो उसका solution में क्या कर सकते हैं? I'll do it in 2 ways. Okay. So what we can do is, first we will define a function of the table. ठीक है? And we'll write the generic piece of code which will be executed with different set of different numbers every time that name is called. So I'll write for I in a range 1 to 11 print I multiplied by n. So this is a piece of code which has been given a name as table and should operate every time this name is called with some specific value. ठीक है? So that value passed when the name is called, okay, or name is taken anywhere later. Okay, so this piece of code associated with this name table will execute with this value wherever it has been used for processing in that body. ठीक है? So now what she says कि 20 different numbers का table print करना है, and those 20 different natural numbers should be accepted from the user every time. Okay. So what can be done is ask 20 numbers from the user. ठीक है, तो चलो कमेंट नहीं लिखते, उसको डायरेक्टली दिखा देते हैं. So what you will do is, for I in a range 1 to 21, every time you will take a value, let's say number is equals to int, assuming कि user will always give different numbers and those different numbers will always be natural numbers. ये हम लोग assumption पे ये कर रहे हैं. दो नहीं तो फिर कुछ चेक्स एंड बैलेंसेस यहाँ लगाओगे, so that to make sure that कि this number is always entered as a natural number, as a different number, ऐसा कुछ कुछ करके, ठीक है। So but यहाँ पे assume कर ले रहे हैं कि 20 different numbers will be provided in num, okay। So what will happen? First time I will become 1 in this loop will run 20 times because 1 to 21 जा रहे हैं। First time I will become 1, when I is 1 it will get inside, it will ask for a integer value from the user. Let's say user enters a natural number which gets saved in a variable identified in the num, okay। So जैसे ही तुम्हें num मिल गया, टेबल फाइंड कर लो उसका, टेबल, call the name table with value as num, done, your program is solved, ठीक है। तो क्या होगा, let's say when I is equals to, remember एक चीज और बता देता हूं, merely by defining function won't get activated on its own. Function does not get activated, or another word for that is invoked or called on its own. It has to be called at some point of time. It has to be called. उसको नाम लेके by writing its name, ठीक है, name later, जिसको हम लोग मैचिंग ऑफ सिग्नेचर भी बोलते हैं इन करेक्ट टेक्निकल टर्म, by matching the signature. Actually, this is a layman's language. By writing its name, you should use matching the signature. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि तुमने def लिख दिया ना तो ये फंक्शन अपने आप स्टार्ट हो जाएगा। The moment you write def, how will your Python treat it? It will see कि अच्छा something has been defined. I need not worry about this thing right now. I simply know that कि whenever this name is taken later in the program, okay, I have to run the code associated with it. Okay, so जब भी def लिख के कुछ लिखते हो ना, Python does no activity. उसको बस read करके आगे बढ़ जाता है and just checks for any syntax error. चलो कोई syntax error नहीं है, ठीक है, और उसको it takes it as कि okay, whenever it will be called by taking its name later on, then I will come back and run the code associated with it. For right now I need not worry, and it will proceed on and then it will start executing the statements after it. ठीक है, so merely by defining it won't get activated. Python just simply sees it, okay, सब कुछ सही लग रहा है, everything appears to be fine, go down. Later on, whenever this name is taken with one particular value, I will come up and execute the piece of code along with the value passed to it. ठीक है, ये चीज समझ में आया, whatever I have written in blue. So till the time, if you do not write anything in the program, if you write only this much and then you execute, nothing will happen, because if you do not call it, this won't get activated. ठीक है, whatever I have said in last 2 minutes, did you understand? ये मुझे बता दो। Okay. Everyone, Priyanka समझ में आया कि merely by writing the function it does not get called. You have to write the name exactly as it is. You have written in def with def word, and then it will execute the piece of code which you have written along with that name. Okay. ठीक है. So if that is clear, we will see कि how what she was saying. कितना क्या बोल रही थी कि let's say कि if you are there and you are writing, you have written this piece of code, what will happen? It will your Python will see this def thing, so it will understand that whenever this is called later with this name and with some value, one value passed to it, I will come back to it and will then run this program. For now, I'll skip this set of lines and will go down. Okay, so ये नीचे चला जाएगा and then it will write I is equals to, फिर यहाँ पे आओगे, the loop will start when I is 1. Okay, when I is 1, ठीक है, num will, let's say user gives num as 5. Okay, in the body it will go inside with I as 1, num becomes 5, and then you call the name table 5. So what will happen? The moment this line is called, automatically this set of code associated with this name will get activated and will start executing. Okay, will start executing with the value of n. ठीक है, with the value of n, as 5, because you are passing num here, but num is what? User has given 5, so this num will become 5. So this n will get the value 5, and this set of code will get executed with the value as 5. ठीक है? Then once this line is executed, once this set of code is executed, then again it will go back. I will become 2. ठीक है? I is equals to, I becomes 2. Let's say another time user gives as the value as 125. Then it will go to the next line and it will become table 125. Then again, the moment you have taken this name, it will match the signature here. Okay, name is same and one value was expected and you have passed one value here. So this piece of code will get activated and it will run with the value and it will find the table of n, that is 125, which is passed to it. इस तरह करके it will go and till I is equals to 20, num will become 20th new value you will provide in num. Okay, let's say this can be 73. Then last time it will be called at with the value 73 till the time this set of code associated with name is executed. It will not go to the next round, which of course is the last round. So ये फिर 73 का table print हो जाएगा, and finally there is no 21st value of I, so it will come out of the body and there is no further statement, so program will terminate. ये जो बताया है इतना चीज ये समझ में आया? Is this thing clear? कि why do we need functions? देखो ये 20 लाइन से बन गया, इसको ऑर्डिनरी अप्रोच में करते ना, every time ask for a new value, then then write the table with that value, फिर again 20 times, तो वो सोच रहे हो वो हो सकता है 150 लाइन से कोड हो जाता है. And see how elegantly we have solved it. चलो बताओ, ये अगर क्लियर है तो विल स्टॉप राइट हियर. कल देखते हैं, फिर ज्यादा बड़ा क्लास नहीं लेंगे, नहीं तो एनर्जी भी खत्म हो जाता है, इट बिकम्स हेक्टिक आल्सो. क्लियर है? गुड. सीम्स. कैन वी यूज लूप? ही तो यूज किया है ना ये. व्हाट इज दिस? ये तो लूप ही है ना. सेकेंड सॉल्यूशन वी विल सी टुमारो. यहां से ही स्टार्ट करेंगे. ठीक है. I will store, just think over it, store the 20 values in list. इससे डिस्कस करेंगे in list approach. ठीक है. Sort of what are you saying? I'm not getting, because this is also without function solve करोगे तो maybe there might be some other smart way, but मैं अभी नहीं सोच पा रहा हूं, पर हो सकता है. बट फंक्शन गिव्स यू अ टूल विच इन ऑल केसेस यू विल बी एबल टू शॉर्टन द लेंथ ऑफ द प्रोग्राम, सेव योर टाइम, मेक द प्रोग्राम एग्जीक्यूशन फास्टर, लाइक दैट. ठीक है. चलो कल उस पर डिस्कस करते हैं सर, वट एवर यू आर सेइंग. आई नो टुमारो इज संडे, बट हमारे संडे तो अब संडे, ईद, दशहरा, दिवाली, न्यू ईयर सब बोर्ड एग्जाम है. ठीक है. तो अब जिस दिन बोर्ड एग्जाम हो जाएगा उसी दिन छुट्टी लेना.